Hi YouTubers, and this week the Pope, or the Vatican to be more precise, in fact has released their sort of findings from their reports on the Irish Catholic clergy, kiddie fiddlers. A bit late you might think, it's been out in the news quite a long time, but obviously something has to be done, and they have been sending out this group of people who call themselves the apostolostic visitation. Now that's a bloody sinister sort of thing, isn't it? The apostolostic visitation. That's what they call this group of people. I mean, they're famous for calling them the Inquisition in the past, but now it's their visitation. How sinister is that? But despite that, they have released their findings, and they have basically said that the Irish Catholic Church needs to pull its socks up. Yeah, apparently the Nuremberg defence of "I was only following orders" is no longer considered to be a good defence. So the Pope has managed to exonerate himself by the fact that he was, in fact, as a cardinal, the one that gave out the orders that these little things, rather major things actually, but these things should be covered up within the church. And I think we all know that lots of documents have been found on that. However, the Pope is not to blame, but the Irish Catholic Church, which is hilarious. Obviously the Nuremberg defence, as I say, didn't work. So you can use that, obviously, in any other society, in any other group of people, and any other part of life. If your people underneath you are found to be doing this, and you were also found out to be knowing about it and doing nothing about it, you'd get the sack. In fact, everybody would call for them to get the sack. But not, it seems, in the world of religion, which is hilarious. If not, rather sinister and nasty. I can't decide which. Ratty from the Vati, as he's called, by Lucas Labrador, this famous sort of Christian YouTuber. He's a born-again type. I love that phrase, Ratty from the Vati. Has announced anyway that in future they're going to bring out some new things to improve the Catholic Church, and this is what they must do. Right. Notifying the civil authorities of sex abuse. Wow, fucking hell. That's so progressive. It really is progressive. Before they just decided, well, we won't inform the civil authorities, we'll do it ourselves. But now they've decided that's a good idea. Well, miracles do happen, it seems. Next, better education. I'll start again. Better education for an abstinence lifestyle. What sort of fucking education do you need for an abstinence lifestyle? Well, basically an abstinence lifestyle means no sex. That's it. No sex. No sex with women, no sex with men, no sex, probably not even masturbation, because in the Bible it's onanism, but we won't go into that now. Well, it was frowned upon by God. So no sex, but particularly no sex with children. And this is another revelation. Brilliant idea. They're going to educate people to say no, sorry, no more sex. You'd think it'd be fucking obvious, wouldn't you? I personally think, well, abstinence, that means no sex. End of story. But no, apparently they need educating in an abstinence lifestyle. Right. Well, we're not up against great brains here, are we really? Better vetting of the future clergy and weeding them out early on. Well, you can see that, can't you? We'd better vet these people. Well, understandably, you can vet them, and if they've been sort of convicted of being kiddie fiddlers, then you could say, well, you're not really right for the clergy. That's fair enough. But what are they going to do for the others? They're going to say, well, are you a kiddie fiddler? And they'll go, no. Oh, you're in then. What else can you do? But anyway, I suppose it's a start, isn't it? Child protection classes. That's another thing for the clergy. Or at least, again, for the trainees. I assume that the older ones are either fiddlers or they're not. It's a bit late, But for the trainees, yeah, child protection classes. This means like telling them, well, you're not really supposed to put your hands around children. It's a bit frowned on nowadays. Okay, if it was Jesus, but you know, nowadays we don't do that sort of thing. Let's put it this way: if, say, the child was in a burning building, it's fine. You can grab that child, take it out of the building, because you're doing a good service. However, if the building isn't actually on fire and you grab the child and pull it out, her, pull her out into the street and start sort of touching that child, well, that's considered obviously not on. It's abuse, really. And a religion's a bit like that, isn't it? I mean, the building's not on fire, but hey, we'll pull you out of it anyway. Anyway, Cardinal Sean Brady, who's head of the Irish Catholic Church, by the way, he's welcomed the findings and he said, I quote, "Today's report provides us with a helpful snapshot of a key moment in the ongoing journey of renewal and a signpost to future priorities and directions." Yeah, bullshit. Just said nothing. Play that back again. I don't think I want to read it again. What does that mean? In future, we're not going to be fiddling. Yes, this is the start of a new Catholic Church that basically isn't going to do that anymore. Well, that's fine. Just say that. What the bloody hell does that crap mean? It's a typical political or indeed theological answer, isn't it? Let's make up a load of words that don't really mean anything and they sound fabulous. So that's the way it's gone. So why did all this recently come out? Basically, the Vatican's trying to cover its back. It's blaming the Irish Church when, in fact, the Vatican itself had plenty to do with this. Instead of defrocking and criminalising these people, they were moved into different parishes. And this has happened throughout the world, not just Ireland. So I don't see how they can blame just the Irish Church. Obviously, the Irish Church did have a serious plague problem with these fiddly priests. But this has happened throughout the world, like I said. This is lots of other countries have had the same thing. So I don't think you can go around just blaming one individual clergy from that particular country. Anyway, there you go. So in future, it seems that instead of shifting around the priests from one parish to another, that they will be criminalised and defrocked. Defrocked. Why do they wear dresses anyway? Okay, finish now, because that's enough. Basically, make up your own mind. Don't believe a word I've got to say. Make up your own mind. That's all I say. Peace.